NFC title game. Be stopped up at the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stewart.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That can control a ball game, and I love the game.
Ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch good for only a couple. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet.
It's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Right up, 43. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Stewart. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Cut. Hey, yo, go. 57.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll check this one down to Carter. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Returning it, Hill. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This is Stewart. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, it's Stewart. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Wilson's throw taken in by Watkins here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Sheffield, and he's going to take this, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now Wilson uncorks one for Davis. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, Sheffield. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's taken in by Stewart. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And again, it's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Sheffield. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Finding room to the 20. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Sheffield. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Wilson to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man is Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. The play after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. On first down, Burrell. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Sheffield. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Here we go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Sheffield. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
58, right over there, Yeah. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some. Hit him right there.
Mahomes. He hits Stewart in the flat. Has some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. The open field.
They'll run on 1st down. Hart. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38.
Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
Mahomes to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period, we have a winner.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Second down now. It's Carter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done, and in overtime go on to the Super Bowl.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Chiefs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Sheffield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 77 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Right back to him on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The Chiefs are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.